Guys, so I'm back, and if you see my other storytime video, you should go check that out. And oh wow, okay, I'm gonna be making a storytime video, if you couldn't tell. So, I'm just gonna be telling you some paranormal activities, like, that have happened in my life, and let's go on with a story that my parents told me happened when I was a baby. So, excuse me. My parents said that they were sitting downstairs, and my parents heard walking upstairs, except like walking. You know how it sounds when you walk. And they were like, the glare is killing me. Why the glare? Why the glare? So when they went upstairs, I'm just gonna call my brother Jeff, because I don't want to say my brother's name. That's weird. So Jeff was asleep. So my parents were like, okay, so it wasn't Jeff. And they were like, okay, he might have just, been sleepwalking or something. I don't know. So they went downstairs, and they heard talking. One voice was saying, shh, shh, and one was, yelling. So they went upstairs, and they heard me crying, too. So they went upstairs, and I was just laying in my crib crying. The voices had stopped. And then they got me to calm down. I was like a baby. So they went downstairs, and they heard, a drawer open, and then shut. Well, not open. I mean, not shut. They heard it open. My dad went in and shut it. So, and then, we moved out, and then my aunt, I think it was, moved in, and she said she saw this kid sitting on the steps of the house. See, I don't remember this house, but I picture it as, here's the door, and then you walk into the living room, then there's a kitchen, and then there's a bathroom, and there's a closet, and then there's stairs, and then on the left is my brother's room, on the right is my room, and then downstairs is my mom and dad's room. And it's like a dark kind of house with black paint. That's how I always pictured it, because I was a baby. I don't remember stuff when I was a baby. Sorry. So, I also heard that when my aunt moved in, I think it was my aunt, I might be wrong, moved in, and she saw someone sitting on the steps, like a little kid, not 3 or 4, older, just sitting on the steps. She didn't think much of it because, I don't know why, turned around, did her stuff, went back, he was gone. So, the next story I'm going to be telling you is when we moved into another house, in a different town, and it was a white house, and I was old enough to remember this, but not too old. I was 6 or 7. I went to the bathroom with the bathroom door open, because I was always scared that if I shut the door, some goblins were going to eat me or something like that. So, my door was open, wide open. So, here's a step, and then, the hallway, not a hallway, but a little gap, and then the bathroom door. So, if a stranger were to walk in and look up the stairs, they'd see me sitting on the toilet. Why I would do that, don't know. But no windows were open, and if windows were open, they were in the room. Because there was a window right here in, there was a window by the stairs, but it wasn't open. I make sure it's shut so that the door doesn't, close when I'm going to the bathroom. So then I went, and then the door started like closing, so I was like, okay, stop. So I was like, okay, fine, probably the wind. So then I opened the door again, checked all the windows with my pants pulled out. And then the door was still shutting. After I sat down and checked all the windows, the door was shut. I mean, not shut. But like when I was sitting on the toilet, it was shutting. I'm like, who is it? And usually my brother was like a jerk and would do me and stuff. What I call him? Usually Jeff was a jerk and would do stuff like that. So I was like, Jeff, knock it off! I didn't scream, I was like this, Jeff, knock it off. It isn't funny. So then I look around, my brother's door was still shut. Jeff's door was still shut. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. Well, my parents be downstairs watching TV. My brother's in his room or downstairs. I don't know where he is. My sister's like 2. 1 or 2. No, like 2 or 3. She ain't walking up the stairs. There's a baby gate there. She ain't moving the gate, walking up those stairs, shutting the door, running back down the stairs, and then closing the gate. Ain't happening. So I'm like, okay. I'll just keep the door wide open. Look out the window. Not out the window. Yeah, look out the window the whole time. Look out the door the whole time. No one will see me. So I'm just gonna be like, you can't see me. So then, when I have to remember. Memory losses. Okay, so when I lived in my other house. Wait, no. I have one when I lived in that town before. So my neighbors would usually knock on the window, like, hey, knock, knock, knock. Like, there's my dining room inside my kitchen, and there's a window right above it, and the boys are like this. Knock, 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 wanna play? Play. So usually, they're knocking at the window every time after dinner, or after lunch, or after breakfast. Hey, wanna play? So I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna go out and play. And they were my neighbors, you know. My parents didn't care if I went over to my neighbor's house. They were totally cool with it. Like, okay, they live right next door. Okay, so that's beyond the point. I was sitting at the table. I don't know why I was sitting at the table. My brother, Jeff, was upstairs. I'm not gonna say his real name, so I'm calling him Jeff. So Jeff was upstairs, and my parents, I don't know where, I forgot, knocking outside the window, like, on the window, and I'm like, who's there? And then I'm like, okay, creepy. Might have been the neighbors, and then their grandma called them back inside, and they ran. So, hey guys, remember me? Yeah, I'm Selena. Neighbor, brother, not actually named Jeff. White House next to you. Grandma never really liked my brother. Hey. So, shut up. So,
No.
I was just like brushed it off, and then I heard knocking on the window again. I heard knocking on the window again, and I'm like this. What? I'm like, what? So, then I'm like looking all around the window, no one be there. I'm like, hey, so I checked the door just in case anyone was like knocking on the glass part of the door. No one was. No one was there.
That's just weird.
My eyebrows are like not on fleek right now, but like, beyond the point. So moving on to the next house. I had stopped. Don't say the name of the road, because we still live fairly close to that street. Anyone could be stalking me right now. So, you know who you are, stalkers of the internet. Y'all know who you are. Not that any stalkers want to mess with this hair, mess with this face. So, go turn off the TV. So then, like, here's bunk beds, and then like the rest of the, and then like, so here's bunk beds, rest of the room, and then there's a window to like not right here, but like right here, and you could see it if you're laying in the direction I am. I saw someone like walking out there, like not really like a real person, like walking out there, and I'm like, hello, I'm knocking on the window. Hey, who you be? Who is you? Who are you? And it stopped, looked at me like glowing eyes, glowing, hypnotizing eyes. Look at it for a second. I'm like, go back in the bed. Look out the window again. It's gone. Like, I don't know where it was. So like this. Hey, TV. Sounds good. Sounds great. I hear knocking on the window behind me. I'm like, okay, maybe it's my friend being a jerk. Because he lived down the street from me, and I think he was my boyfriend at the time. So maybe he's just like, can I come in? Can I come in, please? And I'm just like this. I cover, here's a blanket that's on my bed. It's my sister's. I cover my face like this. You know how I'm like, you know how people are like this, when you're watching TV? I'm just like this. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm seriously like this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Rocking back and forth. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is my day. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And then I'm like this. I uncover my eyes and I'm like this. Looking all around and all that jazz. Jeez.
All that jazz.
So then, our current house, it didn't happen in the house necessarily. So, outside. So I was outside playing in my front yard with my friend before cheerleading practice. There's a Driveway.
A driveway.
There's a driveway.
A driveway.
A driveway.
Driveway.
Shut up!
A driveway.
A driveway across, like, from my front yard. So me and my friend, you know her as Sky Bay. I'm not even gonna give her a name. Hey Scott. Girlfriend. So, I looked over. Ow, stop.
What's going on?
No, it isn't. So then I was like, oh my god, this is why I hate you. I'm leaving. Sorry. I have to leave, but the lighting. The lighting. So, turn on the light. Finally, lighting. So then, I look at the driveway. No cars are driving or anything. It's like almost 6. No one ain't driving. So I look over and I see this like black figure like from a tree to like boom, and it just disappeared. And I'm like, Sky! 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 You saw that, right? Please say I'm not losing my mind. And she's like, what? I didn't actually say, like, please I'm losing my mind. I was like, Sky, I saw a shadow. I saw a shadow of something. I saw something black moving. And I was like, I ran across the street, and then I reenacted, and she's like this. She's like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna leave before I die. I'm gonna get it out of here. I'm out. I'm just gonna make the rest of the video like this. So then, another experience that I had wasn't at my house. Like, none of my house. I was at the park with my friend. It was late at night. Late at night. Ain't nobody at the park at like 9 at night. Ain't nobody doing that. No. No, they ain't. She wasn't paying attention. She was doing cartwheels and all that, so she wouldn't know. But there's a cemetery behind us. Behind the freaking playground. Oh my gosh. And there's woods behind there too. Not like woods, but like, you know. And then the dollar store. So I'm just looking in the cemetery, and I see something moving. Black freaking shadow moving again. Went from a grave to the woods like this. It was gone. It didn't even touch the wood before it disappeared. And I'm like this. Okay. I'm supposed to do cartwheels, you know. Make me feel better. So then I feel something like this, and I turn around thinking it's my friend. And it ain't. It ain't my friend. No, she's over there doing cartwheels, playing on the playground, while I'm over here like freaking myself. I'm freaking out. I ain't gonna tell her. She ain't gonna believe me. So I go over, and yeah, and all that jazz, and I'm like, so do you want to leave yet? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Look behind me. Nothing's there. And I'm like this. And yeah. So that's it for this video. I think you guys have heard me ramble enough, and that's about it. See you guys next time. Bye.